Let's, as an industry, stop moaning and groaning about it. Our government has spoken and our customers tell us they want it. Let's clear the decks and get it done, declared Dennis Striegel, the CEO of Verizon, in 2003. The issue in question? Whether or not cell phone companies should be required to support a customer's right to switch cell phone providers without losing their original phone number. Believe it or not, this was a hot-button issue back in 2003. Many people claimed that not allowing users to retain their cell phone numbers was anti-competition. However, telephone companies, Verizon and Dennis Striegel included, held fast. Allowing customers to keep their numbers would put them at a high risk of losing said customers. In addition, it would be expensive to accommodate new customers who wanted to transfer their phone numbers. So Dennis Striegel speaking out in favor of the law was actually a big deal. But why would he speak out on the side of an issue that was contrary to his business interests? Well, because it wasn't, really. In contrast to his business interests, that is. We know this because in the quarter after the new law was passed, Verizon sales went up dramatically. So, taking a stance in favor of the change actually was in Verizon's best interests. But how could Verizon have predicted that this would be the case? How did Striegel know that this was a beneficial move for him? Well, it turns out that at the time that Striegel made his statement, Verizon users were actually highly satisfied with the company. This put Verizon in, quote, a great position to capitalize on the dissatisfaction of customers who are signed up with its competitors and could be enticed to switch, end quote, writes Matt Ritchell of the New York Times. So how did Dennis Striegel know this? How was he able to make such a good and timely decision that ultimately benefited his company significantly? The answer is through market research. Market research enables us to keep our finger on the pulse. It helps us make the right decisions about where to focus our energies, when to launch new products, and when to adjust our brand's image. And in the case of Dennis Striegel, when to speak out on legal policies. How does market research work? What is the process that companies like Verizon and others go through to ensure that they are aware of what their customers want and need? Well, that's what you'll be learning in this course. Hi, I'm Abigail Horowitz, and I'll be guiding you through the material of Dr. Maria Blecker. Before I tell you what you're about to learn, I'll give you some background on Dr. Blecker, who she is, and why we're excited to have her audio course on Alpe. Dr. Maria Blecker is a startup value accelerator, advisor, and behavioral scientist. Her expertise lies in helping new businesses break into the market. In doing so, she leverages a unique combination of consumer psychology and marketing research to help young tech companies surface and exploit deep consumer insights. She is also the founding director of YU Innovation Lab and a clinical associate professor teaching at the Cy Sims School of Business at Yeshiva University, New York City. She holds a PhD in marketing from Ben-Gurion University of the Negev. Through Dr. Blecker's audio course, you'll learn all about the market research a company needs to make it in the business world. We'll follow the 5-stage market research process and use the acronym IDCAT to remember each of the 5 stages. I as in identify the problem, D as in develop a research plan, C stands for conduct research, A is analyze your findings, and finally, T is take action. The first letter of every stage spells out IDCAT. We'll go into each and every one of these stages, learning everything a market researcher needs to know. And don't worry about remembering the IDCAT acronym for now. As we go through the course, we'll keep reviewing it until it's second nature to you. By the end of this course, you'll be able to take a problem your company is facing and use market research to find the best solution. Are you ready to become an unstoppable market researcher? Well then, it's time to get started with the first lesson of this course. we'll find ourselves face to face with a powerful CEO that has a decision to make. And it will be up to you to help them gather research to make that decision. Join us to see how it's done.